Okay, for a while now, we've been listening to the rain coming down on the roof.
Right.
What a day.
You guys get the buckets ready?
It's any moment,
Wait,
I think. Over
this
there.
roof, it's like over there, right?
It's pretty much where your camera is.
That's good.
Honestly.
You know what would be great? A big fat raindrop so my face would look better. Like a filter?
That would be
great. Like a blur filter. Who needs Botox when you get the blur filter? All right, let's look outside. Ooh, it's raining hard. You can see Portland, some of the heavier downpours that we're hearing on the roof here in the studio, stretching back into parts of Oxford County as well. Really well filled in radar. It's reminiscent of a snowstorm where the radar shield is just really well filled in. And this is a lot more rain than we saw in most spots with Lee, which I talked about a little bit yesterday on Twitter or X or whatever it is. You can see those heavier downpours still coming through. What we're going to be watching is where they set up, if they stick in one spot. We call that training. And if that happens, we could see total rainfall amounts in excess of 3 inches. We've already gotten quite a bit here. So keep an eye on, or we'll keep an eye on this area here as to whether or not there could be some flash flooding. National Weather Service has issued a flood watch for almost the entire state, but I would argue it's really just about here that we're worried about. I think there's a much lower risk of flooding over down east, but I understand why they did that, because places like Steuben and a couple other spots saw 5 or 6 inches of rain with Lee. So obviously the ground's saturated. So we'll watch these heavy downpours next couple hours, really quite nasty over western and southwestern Maine. Still coming through, it looks like around 9, 10 o'clock tonight, and then into the middle of the night in through Augusta and Waterville and Bangor. Does look like it kind of breaks up as it moves into down east, and that's why I think we'll be okay there. Because there's not going to be as much heavy rainfall. Tomorrow morning, a couple showers still around. We start clearing out along the coastline. Still cloudy with a sprinkle possible into the higher terrain. And once we turn that corner, we're going to rip off a couple of really nice days. The models have been suspiciously bullish with this storm, but I think the bullseye area is correct. And keep in mind, this is additional rainfall, thanks. I don't think we're going to see quite that much additional rainfall, but I do think this is the zone that we'll see it over western Maine and southern parts of the state, and then it kind of tapers off as you head into down east and eastern Maine in general. After that, we're cruising. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all look good. Watching Saturday late afternoon, this low is trying to nudge into this high. Could see some high thin clouds and maybe some showers on Saturday night, but I think we'll do pretty well, at least the first half of the weekend. Temperatures, room temperature, right? Is that 72 or 68? I know they changed it at some point. What?
I would like 68.
Me too, same. I'm with you on that. Although in the winter, I'd like 72. That's funny how that works. Great stretch of weather. Sunday's a little bit up for grabs. I would plan on it being showery, but I'm hoping that I can change that because one major model actually has us dry, which would give us a nice weekend. But either way, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday all look really nice. Low 70s, kind of crowd-pleasing weather that we haven't had enough of.
Right.
Yeah, not bad at all. All right, Keith, thank you.